with the same route here about Lebanon. You don't have any assessment, you said, in answering many questions, but is it that you don't have it or you don't want to share it?
I don't have any public assessment to offer, no.
Okay, and because my question goes to that, you're still assessing and you're still calling diplomatically that everybody should de-escalate, but things on the ground are moving in the opposite direction. Israel is moving troops to the north. Hezbollah today said that what Israel did on Tuesday is a declaration of war. And am I fair to you if I assess from all of the answers that you give to my colleagues here, that you kind of helpless, like we're gonna call upon them, whether they want to listen to us or not is up to them?
So let me put it this way. I talked about this to some length in response to Hudson's questions earlier. Throughout this conflict, we have worked to keep the conflict from escalating. And you have seen us at times when tensions were quite high intervene with various parties and send messages to various parties and conduct diplomatic engagements that have kept the conflict from really spilling out of control and leading into regional all-out war, which, if you remember, has been one of our top strategic goals since October 7th. It's what the President and the Secretary were talking about from day one, trying to avoid, and it continues to be our top strategic goal. But of course, every country in the world has agency. Every country in the world, every entity in the world is responsible for their own decisions. The United States, no other country can dictate to any country or any entity what they're going to do. Now, we can continue to engage diplomacy. We can continue to engage in all of our best efforts. We can continue to rally our allies and partners. But of course, it's true that countries make their own decisions about their future and what they're going to do. That has always been true. It will continue to be true. It goes to the point I was saying earlier. The Middle East has been a volatile place for a long time. We have been engaged in the region for some time. And of course, since October 7th, we have been engaged to try to bring down tensions. But ultimately, yes, every country is responsible and every entity is responsible for the actions that they take.
But I mean, you just answered Heba's question about that if Hezbollah ceased attacking Israel, you will press Israel to cease attacking them.
We want to see, look, ultimately, we want to see a resolution. That's exactly what I was referring to. We want to see a resolution to the violence. That's what, when I say we want to see tens of thousands of Israelis return home and tens of thousands of Lebanese return, that's exactly what I'm referring to. We want to see calm along the blue line.
How you can guarantee, for example, to Hezbollah, if some commander in Hezbollah got a notification and he said, okay, the Americans will stop this.
Come on, you're not naive about the history of the Middle East. Know that if there are no guarantees about long-term stability, all we can do every country can do is do our best to calm a very difficult situation. Try to get immediate calm and try to build that into lasting peace and build that into regional stability. It is, of course, incredibly difficult. It's a hugely difficult process, or someone would have solved this problem a long time. But that's what we're engaged in trying to do. All right, Alex, go ahead.
Thank you.
And then go.